Hello and thank you for joining us on the Republic of Presidents. This is Leke Olateru Olagbegi. Today I will be discussing the power of reviewing your life's decisions. This might just be one of the most impactful videos you've ever come across, so stick around with us to the end to find out how reviewing your life's decisions can be one of the best choices you ever make. Sometime when I was in the university, I used to wonder why I didn't get A's in certain courses. Until one particular time, it so happened that I was sitting next to my friend Peter, and I observed the manner in which he approached his exam. As soon as Peter received the exam sheet, the exam question paper, he started to review the questions, and I noticed he didn't start writing immediately. Meanwhile, I had already started scribbling furiously. Out of the corner of my eyes, I was noticing how Peter was looking at the questions. Then after a few moments, he started making a few notes on the question paper. And then after about 10 minutes after the exam had been declared open, only then did Peter start writing. About 15 minutes to the end of the exam, I noticed that Peter had finished writing already. He went back to the beginning of his answer sheet and started reading through what he had written. And then he picked up the pen again and started making corrections and rewriting. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, that's really cool, man. So I also decided that I was going to stop, and around 10 minutes to the end of the exam, I stopped my furious writing and I started reading through my own question paper. It was only then that I discovered the reason why I was not scoring A's in certain courses. I noticed areas where I had missed out some points, where there were grammatical errors because I was writing too quickly. There were areas where I had missed out certain one word or two words. It was at that moment that it became clear to me that all I needed to do to get better grades was to review my writing. So I started reviewing my paper, and at the end of the day, I was able to submit and I went away. At the end of that semester, I had about 3 or 4 A's out of 6 courses, and the rest were B's. I was like, wow, too many of us, we just up and go. We wake up in the morning, we jump up, we don't pray, we don't think about our lives, we don't review yesterday, we don't plan for tomorrow, we don't plan for today, we don't think about our choices, we just up and go. And this is the reason why many of us are unable to fulfill our purpose. We don't review our life's choices. We don't review our decision making. And I'm not talking about New Year resolutions, because New Year resolutions are a dime a dozen. Many people discard them almost after they make them. I'm talking about a systematic manner of reviewing what your life is about, reviewing where you want to go, your future plans, your decision about your finances. That's what I'm talking about. Many of us are indebted today because we do not take time to review our previous financial choices. That's why many of us go from one loan to another, to another, to another. And we keep saying our salary is not enough. But that's not the issue. The issue is that you're not reviewing your financial decisions. There was a period of time in my life when I was experiencing something really unpleasant. And my brother called me one day and said to me, Licky, this experience you are having, you keep having it because you have not learned the reason why it's coming back to you. So if you want to stop this cycle in your life, you need to conduct a review of your decision making. And once you do that, you will identify the reason why you're going through this phase of your life, and only then will it stop. So these days, I say the same thing to my children. The lesson will keep coming back to you until you learn it. This is the same thing for all of us. There are areas of your life you don't like, but the experience keeps coming back. It is because you have not taken enough time to sit down and say, hey, I'm going to review the issues here and decide what I can do about it. All you need to do is get a book and get a pen and begin to write out, for example, in the 3 most important areas of your life, the decisions that you're making, begin to review those decisions. As you examine them, for example, you can create 3 columns and say, oh, this is what the situation is about. This is what my decision was in the past. This is what I did, and this was the outcome. Then at the end of all of that, you can then write, in future, this is how I intend to handle this matter going forward. As you practice this simple principle, you will find out that your decision making and your life in general will begin on an upward trajectory. But of course, it is easier said than done. This life hack is so simple that all you need to do is do it. But if you don't do it, you won't get the benefits of it. So I urge you, make a choice today and begin to review decisions in the 3 most important areas of your life. And as you do, your life will never ever remain the same. This is the word for today, everyone. Thank you for being part of the Republic of Presidents today. It's been a pleasure coming to you. And until we come your way again, keep thinking and acting like a president. God bless you and God bless our world.